60s inspired mod look. It's most recently worn by one of my favorite fashion and music icons, Namiya Amuro, for a Vidal Sassoon hair campaign. So this look for today is doing a slightly thicker wing liner with dramatic top and bottom lashes. We're doing cool tone eyeshadows and lip color with a coral top on the cheeks. So we hope you enjoy the video. It's a little bit more dramatic than everyday wear, but it could be used for special occasions or fashion editorials. I recently did one using this look. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. Before I start any makeup application, I take a close look at the person's skin. It looks like Chris has classic combination skin, which means she may be a little bit oilier on the T-zone area. Since we're going for a semi-matte finish, we don't want very dewy or shimmery or shiny, so we're going to make sure to mattify her T-zone and prep her skin very well with hydrating serums and a sunscreen to protect her from the sun since we're outside. So I'm starting with toner just to prep the skin, and then I'm going to apply a hydrating serum as well as an anti-redness serum. And instead of a moisturizer, I've decided to use a moisturizing sunscreen to protect her from the sun, since she did indicate she's using Retin-A. So we want to make sure she's protected. Okay, so I'm going to prep her lips with a spoolie with lip balm to make sure her lips are nice and hydrated, and also exfoliate it gently. For her brows, I'm using a razor-like tool that's kind of like a razor for your eyebrows, and it doesn't actually remove the hair, but it just shapes the brows. And we use this very commonly in Asia. The only thing is, in between clients, you do need the proper sanitizing solution to prevent bloodborne pathogens. So I don't recommend doing this on other people unless you're protected by a license, because you may cut someone and you may get blood. So before the foundation, I did use an oil-free primer to prep her skin, and now I'm going to make sure her foundation matches from her chin area, jawline to her neck and to her décolleté. And make sure that if your client or model is tanned, you want to make sure the forehead also matches the rest of the face and the face matches the shoulders. This is how I apply foundation. I use a foundation brush and a beauty blender. This is just the way I do it personally. And I just want to make sure to cover all her blemishes and any redness that may pop up. And after foundation, I'm using a full cover concealer to spot conceal the areas that she needs. For her under eyes, I'm using a slightly peachy concealer to make sure to cover any dark circles she may have. Because Chris has combination skin and her cheek area is a little drier, I decided to use cream blush on top of the foundation and then layer it with powder blush to set the cream blush. Even though we're going for a semi-matte finish, it's okay to layer a highlighting cream underneath the powder on the cheekbones, bridge of nose, and the center of the cupid's bow to give a little bit of the highlight. Because the eyes are so dramatic, I don't want to overpower it with dramatic contouring and highlighting as well. So I'm setting the blush with a corally powder blush and then lightly contouring her cheekbones and jaw area. So now I'm going to powder the rest of her face with a translucent powder to set the makeup. Next, I'm going to fill in her brows. Okay. Starting with a cream shadow base, I've chosen a metallic lavender shadow base, and I'm going to layer it with a pale matte lavender eyeshadow and contour with a blue-hued purple shade for the outer corner. On the lower waterline, I'm using a golden eyeshadow to make the waterline pop as a contrast to the lavender color on the top. In the inner corner, I've chosen a even paler lavender metallic shadow to highlight her inner corner. I prefer to curl before applying eyeliner, since the eyeliner can get eaten away by the your volumizing mascara of choice after you've applied the liner. Get both the top and bottom lashes. So these are the dramatic, voluminous false lashes that I've decided to go with for today. So yes, these lashes are very thick and dense, and it has a black strip, so I'm going to use a black glue and make sure I get the glue nice and thick in there. And then when I'm applying, I need to make sure that it adheres and stays in shape. So instead of just popping it on, I need to hold it a couple more seconds just to make sure it's glued in properly. For the bottom, this part requires a lot of patience. I decided to go with a strip that has, it's a transparent base, so I'm going to use the clear glue, but I'm cutting them up kind of like 2 per stem, 2 stems per base. I don't know if this makes any sense, but you can see in the video that I want to keep the base thicker so that there's a stronger hold on the base, so it's easier to glue. So it requires a tweezer and a steady hand to glue them in one by one. This is definitely not a look you want to do if you're going to be hoping to be out the door in 10 minutes. Blot off any excess lip balm that I used during the skin prep. So now I'm going to start with a nude lip pencil, and I'm going to line the entire lips just to make sure I fill in her lip line. And last but not least, I'm going to use a blue tone pink color lipstick to finish